It's so weird having it like this. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Waiting on some viewers, hunty. Waiting on some viewers. Yes, God, honey. That is what we are doing. It is Foul Pal Derail. This is Orchids for Dummies. And it's the People's Channel. Yes, God. Yes, God. So we are just waiting on some viewers. Give me a moment. Come on, guys. You know we were going to have a sip and see today. You know it. You know it. So come on, get on here and let's sip and see some orchids today. There we go. Welcome, honey. Welcome, welcome, welcome to a place where you can get your life. This is Foul Pal Derail, and this is Orchids for Dummies Sip and See Sunday. I am going to talk about my grow lights today. Let me show you. I have quite a few grow lights in my collection right now. I know a lot of people are talking about getting grow lights for their indoor growing space, and I totally understand. So I just wanted you guys to keep a couple of things in mind before you go out and get those grow lights, because you know me, each one teach one. I did not know a lot about grow lights, so this right here, in fact, is actually workshop lights, and I had them hanging from the ceiling. This is a no judgment zone, okay? I had them hanging from the ceiling at first, but I was finding that some of my Phalaenopsis orchids in particular, the leaves were wrinkled, and that was an indication that they were not receiving adequate lighting. So what I had to do was just find a way to use what I already have, because I have seen a lot of positive growth since adding grow lights to my collection. One of the things that I have noticed growth in is my power bill, honey. Okay, we talking about it's gonna run your light bill up. It's gonna run your light bill up. So just keep that in mind. Yeah. I know they saying LED. I know they're saying cost efficient. I'm just saying, honey, it's gonna run your light bill up. And you know, coronavirus times, honey, times is uncertain. We don't want to have any, crazy power bills at this time, okay? We don't want to do that. So keep that in mind. Now, also remember, I don't know if you have a grow room, but if you don't have a grow room and you're putting this in your indoor living environment, like your living room or your dining room, I don't know. If you don't have a room that is specifically for it, it is hard to try to get it, try to work it in with your home decor without it looking so crazy. Even if I don't have company, I just want to make sure that everything looks okay for me. Now, below you will see another type of grow light, and this is just a regular plant light, that you get from Walmart. And this is different spectrums. Okay, Mama is not the lighting queen. I'm just here to tell you what I already know. But different spectrums, what I am finding out, just from me growing it, is that when they are under this light, they typically will produce new roots and new leaves, versus the lighting up here where my oncidiums and dendrobiums, or my highlight orchids, tend to love it just a little bit more. And with my Phalaenopsis, it did initiate some spikes. I'm going to show them to you in just a moment. Hey, Foul Pal Heath, what's the tea? What's the tea? So I'm talking about, I'm talking about my grow lights. I'm talking about a couple of things people should know before they go out and purchase their grow lights for their indoor growing space. And I'm also, briefly showing a glimpse of my orchids, because next week I'm going to do an update video showing you guys several of my orchids that is, dear to my heart. So these orchids over here initially started spiking under that workshop light, and I just put them over here so I would have a beautiful display. Now, this is a light bulb. Okay. Oh, it's a no judgment zone. It's a no judgment zone. But this is actually a light bulb in the plant stand or light stand. It's just one of those little light stands that you get from Walmart, honey. And because of this um I don't know. I'm thinking about what I want to call it. It's like a shield, and it's going to just make sure that the light is penetrated in a specific area. And I mean, it's been doing wonders. It's been doing wonders for me. You see that new leaf growing over here? So these are some of my favorite phalaenopsis. You know, here on Orchids for Dummies, I love the mini phalaenopsis because you can get quite a few of them, you know, on your windowsill or in front of your window versus the big ones where they can take up a lot of space, mama. They can take up a lot of space. So yes, honey. I'm so excited to show you guys the spikes. They are almost done. My Sogo and my Schillerania, they are should be you know, have new blooms any day now. And this is a grocery store mini phalaenopsis as well. I never seen the blooms, but I noticed that the buds form a little bit differently than they are on the rest of my orchids. So I'm gonna have to document that. And this orchid right here, you know, was given to me by Fab Pal Danny's Orchid Journey in this freaking clay pot. I just have not been able to give it adequate water, and the flower spike is I think she has given up on me. You can see that brown right here. You see 1, 2. Those are 2 failed flower attempts. Now, I don't know if she's going to keep going. I don't see any new leaves or anything. And I did see that her root dried out a little bit right there. So it's like, dang, girl, I got to water you every day. Oh, my God, honey. Oh, my God. So that's a video to come, honey, about them clay pots. And I do have house plants, but they don't do too well because after I finish watering all of my orchids, honey, I'm just too tired to water house plants. So keep me lifted in prayer, would you? Keep me lifted. So, so let's kind of go through the rundown real quick. As I said, you know, my high light orchids are typically at the top, and if they're not highlight, they're going to be my favorites. My Tobinese dendrobium, everybody is doing pretty good. I do have a couple of orchids that I have great concerns for, predominantly my orchids in water culture. I think I've been fertilizing them incorrectly. I told you guys that I'm experimenting with fertilizing them in the method of water culture. My Vanda that's in water culture, I'm not having, she's not doing it. So I'm gonna make a video and, you know, ask for you guys the advice and see as far as water culture, what I can do with my Vanda. The phalaenopsis, as I said, I think I've been fertilizing them wrong, and I'm going to get a hang of it. I'm going to let you guys see the video, document everything. My potted Vanda, which I've been doing for quite some time. My first successful Vanda, you know, I had to pot her up. And this one, so I'm having no problems out of my potted Vandas, but my Vanda in water culture is the one that I'm having the problems out of. You guys know I have a little mount. I'm trying to do the mounting again with my dendrobium. A few of the kikis. Some of the roots have already attached to the wood, which is exciting. But like I said, this is also something that I have to water every day. You see the little roots? Yay, yay. Another flower spike, like I told you on my phalaenopsis. that was given to me by Fail Pal Brian. I still have to clean my orchid leaves. So, like I said, it's a no judgment zone. Now, in addition to me having orchids in, different types of lights, I've showed you just the plain work bench light or workshop lights that you can get from anywhere. I showed you guys the multi spectrum lights from Walmart, and I also showed you just that regular light bulb with the regular light stand, or corner light bulb stand. I don't know, honey. Work with me, and I'll work with you. But so I'm going to be able to tell you guys as far as which light worked better for my orchids. Like I said, typically this workshop light, they produce spikes. And the purple light, is giving me roots and leaves. Now, this is also some of my favorite orchids that is up here. In addition to me loving many phalaenopsis, I love kikis, and I guess I love, orchids that we have to rejuvenate because they can start off big, but by the time they drop all their bottom leaves and they starting back, honey, it turns back into a mini. If you didn't know, it turns into a mini. So these some other orchids that's in the method of water culture, and yum 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 yum, honey, just keep me lifted in prayer. We're trying to be on top of the situation. So what else I wanted to show you? Cause so in the living room, or what I just showed you, you saw that the I need to have a drink. You saw that I had my favorite orchids under that light bulb, and it was close to the window as well. So that was, in addition to. And then in my kitchen, I have they're just getting whatever light comes through the window, and they do just fine. But especially like your cattleyas and your dendrobiums, they need all of the light you can give them. And I'm talking about, you're not going to have enough room for phalaenopsis orchids, because many phalaenopsis in particular, they are high light orchids. They like a little bit more light than your bigger phalaenopsis, perhaps because the bigger phalaenopsis leaves are bigger, so they're able to absorb more light. I don't know. But everybody is doing good. I have a few orchids that you guys probably did not know that I had, and it's okay. I will, introduce you to them in time. Another Sogo that is spiking for me. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. A few other orchids that, was in recovery, doing just well. You saw my Cattleya blooms that Blanca picked out, from Orchid Diva. My beautiful purple dendrobium, she is getting ready to make some more flowers. I'm super excited. Over here is just a regular grocery store phalaenopsis, but it was producing, a bud. It just kept producing one bud at a time, but she gave up. I guess I was not fertilizing her to adequate. I'm super excited. I'm not cashing my blooms before they hatch, but you can see this offshoot right here. I'm excited to see what that will be. And my first Schillerania from Redlands, the flower spike is just completely out of hand, to the point where I'm about to just give up hope on it. I'm about to give up hope. This is two flower stakes tied together, like Falpel Heath told me, and it has outgrown that. So I am, girl, you better give me more than 7 flowers. That's all I know. You better give me more than 7 flowers. Now, I also have some orchids upstairs that is predominantly, my outdoor orchids. And I want to be able to share those with you as well. And this is just a prelude to next week's videos, where I give you a more in-depth, update, let you know what's going on with my orchids. Auntie Vanessa got me drinking that. You guys do know that I have some lights down here as well. Like I said, you just try to do the best with what you already have, and you just try to make it look as cute as you can do. A little bit ingenuitive, you have to be, because you don't want it to look crazy. So these are like the orchids that either takes up too much space, like those big phalaenopsis orchids, and just orchids that should be doing more than what they are doing. So we're talking about like dormant orchids or very slow growing orchids I have down there. So one moment, please, while we go upstairs. It's so weird having a camera this way. I'm sorry. But I hope that you guys are having a terrific weekend. I hope that you guys are, seeing some good football. I hope that you guys are living your best life. I really do. Let me close these blinds, darling. And I also been knocking over orchids. And that's like one of my biggest downfalls, knocking over orchids. Uh-oh, hold on. Okay, so these are my outdoor orchids. Like I said, I have a couple of orchids that you guys did not get introduced to, but these are a couple of vandas that I purchased in the summertime. Yeah, in the summertime. And I'm also, experimenting with keeping them bare root. Keep me lifted in prayer. Keep me lifted. Look. Okay, keep me lifted, root burn, honey. So most of these are actually just vandas, 4 vandas. My bluebird that gave me 4 spikes this spring and summer. She is taking a winter rest. She is growing a leaf, but it's real slow. It's hard to keep up with these vandas because they pretty much are always growing a leaf. And so this is the vanda that I was telling you guys about, my first vanda that I had success with potting, but now she's stuck in this basket and her roots does not look the best. And I've noticed some of her bottom leaves are, just not looking up to par and looks as if they are about to fall off. I don't know, but just keep it lifted in prayer, okay, if you will. And this is a big Mama Jama dendrobium. We'll show you guys what it looked like in bloom once I do that video, okay? It's actually 2 types of dendrobiums, but this is what I have my eyes on. This is a new cane, and deep inside of it, it could be a leaf, but I'm really hoping that it's a spike. You can see the purple trimming on the leaves. I don't know why I get these orchids, and at first they might not be purple, but then when I get a hold to them, they get to turning purple. This is my other dendrobium, that bloomed for me last year. It grew them weeds in the pot, and now the weeds are really just taking it out. Most of them are dying. The kikis are dying. They're dropping all of their leaves. Some of the canes just fell and rotted all the way off. And some of the kikis just died altogether. And so we are going to keep it lifted in prayer. And so this is also another set of orchids that is, growing all the way just by natural lighting. So it's possible for you to grow orchids with just natural lighting. The thing is, however, depending upon how big your collection is, it's going to be real hard to, first of all, have your orchids to where you are able to view them and enjoy them. That was my daughter's room, and I'm not in my daughter's room all day, so I don't know. I won't get to see those orchids. And as a result, sometimes they don't get watered, okay? Sometimes they don't get watered. So let me leave you guys with my cat Leia because she probably will not even make it to the update video. I keep trying to, put my, try to encourage myself to try to save something. A lot of leaves have fallen off. A lot more leaves are going to fall off. And I don't know. Just keep me lifted in prayer. Because, once I open up the pot, I don't know what the roots are going to look like. I don't know. And, I hate touching ooey and gooey. I hate touching ooey and gooey. Now, I thank you guys so much for being here. Do you got any questions? Did I leave any orchids out? I wish I was able to tell you just how many orchids I had, but I'm scared to count them because when I count them, honey, some of them get to dying. This is the time in the season where a lot of us, especially new beginners, are going to start losing Phalaenopsis orchids. Some of us have already we have already replaced them. They are called replacement orchids. Hauserman orchids are no longer taking orders right now due to cold weather. So if you are a fan of orchids by Hauserman, honey, girl, you just gotta hold out. You gotta hold out. So yeah, that's it. I mean, you'll see a lot more in-depth details when I do my update video next week. Monday motivation, make sure that you tune into that. We're going to be talking about overcoming strongholds, strongholds that have us bound in fear and just how to overcome it and still, press toward that mark. Press towards it. But I love you guys so much. I thank you for spending time with me. I thank you for being here. I thank you for being a fair pal. And I just hope that you have a happy growing. Until next time.